Okay, hello everybody. How are you? Good to be here. And today is Tuesday, August the 6th. Hope everyone's having a good day wherever you are. I certainly am. And Jane as well. She's just finished work. She's behind us there. We are just sorting the car out actually because tomorrow, no live from me tomorrow. We're doing Miles for Smiles tomorrow up to see Jane's mum in the home. And we're stopping overnight at Jane's brother's tomorrow night because her sister is over from Ireland. So we are just getting together tomorrow night. So tomorrow, no live from Mr. Redfern, I'm afraid. Be back around on Friday as normal and might even sneak an extra one in for Saturday. We'll have to wait and see. Good to see that Chris Johnson had a good time where he was. He's now heading up to see Dan Street and Mike Ellis. He's just done a live, letting us know where he's going. Should be there in the next day or two. He's a bit nervous about driving, isn't he, at the moment? He doesn't like the wind. So if you're one of the prayer warriors, make sure you give a couple to Chris so that he gets there nice and safe. Expecting to see a live with him, with Dan and Mike at some point this week as well. Just to update you then, nothing new in the OES. Obviously, keep an eye out for that. Wouldn't be surprised if something pops any time from our CEO. As Chris said, and I'll reiterate that as well. We know that our CEO is very busy at the moment. I know that he's reached out to Chris, but not as often as he normally does, which normally means he's very, very busy. I haven't had any contact with him for a few days. I did send him a message yesterday, but I haven't had a reply back from him for that. Normally, that's a good thing, guys. It means that he's busy doing something behind the scenes. So let's stay focused. Let's stay engaged. Keep checking on your OES, and I'm pretty sure we will see something there very shortly. Yesterday's live I enjoyed doing, and it was funny, really, that whenever I do the research and I do the lives, other things pop into my head, and today's topic uh, popped into my head because of yesterday's live, and that is why our company's values important to customers. Now that came off the back of me saying, if you remember yesterday, that I really do believe that moving forward into the next phase, that bridge between a customer and our business is going to be a little bit different from normal. I really believe that we are coming back to building a relationship with our customers, uh, not just using them as a number of sales. They are going to be more involved with the business and us per se as well. And that got me thinking a little bit about why do customers stay loyal to certain businesses? And a lot of that to do is the values that those businesses actually do have. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today is exactly that. Why are companies' values important to customers? So as always, I shall share the screen. Just wait one moment. Here we go. And we will get cracking, as they say. So, why are a company's values important to customers? A company's values are important to customers because they influence brand perception. They also build trust and foster loyalty. Kind of what we were talking about yesterday. If you can have a least one loyal customer, just one, let's just break it down into really easy understandable things. If you can have just that one loyal customer, we're not talking about two, we're not talking about 10, we're not talking about hundreds here, we're just talking about one loyal customer. That means that that customer A is going to repeatedly pay for any subscription for the products and services they're using, And also, they're going to be interested in other products and services that you might offer them. That loyalty and trust that they have in you is much better to try and breed that rather than going out to get new customers. It is much better value for you spending the time building that relationship between you and your customers so that they become loyal customers, because it will pay more dividends in the long run. So we're not going to talk about how do we do that today. We're just going to talk about why is it important that you do have your values set out in your business so that customers can see exactly what your business is. It produces that loyalty, it produces the trust, okay, that you have, but it also gives you a brand. Now, we've talked about brand before and how important that is. So, customers increasingly seek brands that align with their own beliefs and priorities, and shared values can create a strong emotional connection and long term relationship. I've said it many times, haven't I? Especially when we were talking about you guys doing lives and doing videos, etc., how important it is to be just you, and what whoever you are is your brand. That is your flock, your crowd that you are trying to attract. I've just actually seen as well, Johnny's on here, uh, and he has just done, Johnny Lindver has just done a fantastic new uh, a song. Go and check it out. It's on this channel. I've also put a link to his YouTube channel on it. Make sure you click that and go over and subscribe to build his channel as well. So when we are talking about building your brand, when we are talking about building value for you, what we're trying to do here is to get you in a position that you are you and your customers like you for being you. Obviously, the products and services that you will be presenting to them have a massive effect as well on what they're after, what they're looking for. But if your values and your priorities, beliefs, all of these things, if they align with your customer base, you will find that they connect with you, and this helps build a really long-term relationship that will blossom into not just one loyal customer that is a repeat customer, but then two, then three, then 10, then 20, then 50, 100 and thousands. Okay, time spent building loyalties, time spent in actually just spending time with your customer base is so important, more now than it ever has been, because people have got choices of where they spend their money. You have to tick a lot of people's boxes nowadays for them to stay in one place. You need to do your part as far as the brand, the value that you're giving, and the shared values, the alignment, all of these things certainly aid towards that trust that customers will give you. So let's have a look at it in a little bit more detail. Building trust and loyalty. When a company's values align with a customer's own, it fosters trust and loyalty. Customers are more likely to stick with brands that they perceive as ethical, responsible, and committed to the values that they believe in. This is great for us, right? Why? Because we already know, because our CEO has told us so many times what we are trying to achieve with this business. He's told us that we want to be a clean, ethical company that produces in-demand products and services that customers want and need at a lower price point, better features, and better value. We've also got the humanitarian side of our business. We've also got the AI with heart side of the business. Combine all of those things together, that then gives us, the reseller, the affiliate, that trust and loyalty with our own business that then we can pass on to the customer. And if what we are trying to achieve with the products and the services, if that customer is aligned with our ethics, our responsibilities, and our values, guess what that's going to foster? It's going to foster loyalty. It's going to foster friendship, bonds, all of these sort of things that you won't get anywhere else. And as Gene said, it really is a winning formula. The company are doing their thing, making the products to the best of their ability that are above market value, that are outstanding in every area. We will do our part to build that customer loyalty base with ourselves and the company's products and services. We've also got a thing called differentiation in the market. What is that? This is companies' values can be a powerful differentiator, especially when products and services are similar. By highlighting values like sustainability, ethical sourcing, or community involvement, companies can attract customers who prioritize those aspects in their own lives. I've talked about this before, haven't I? About how many people now don't mind paying a little extra money for any product or service if there is a better ethical, ecological part to the business. I don't know where you are in the world, but certainly here in the UK, one of the big sort of coffee sandwich types of chains is Pret a Manger. They have fostered, since word go, their inception, a very ethical part to their business as far as recycling, money, any old stock that goes out, that gets close to date, gets given to homeless, no paper cups, reusables, all these sort of things, okay, are part of what their ethical roadmap is as far as a business is concerned. And people use them because it aligns with their own responsibilities and choices they want to make, and they don't mind paying a little bit extra for it. If we are going to be a company that is exactly the same, that we are differentiation from others, so we're basically different from other companies, this is going to attract customers who prioritize our ethical side of the business above just selling a product and just selling a service. This is what's going to stand us out from the crowd. And I certainly believe that this is going to be part of the next phase. Don't quote me on it, guys. I don't know. But from what our CEO was saying, it certainly makes sense that we are going to harbor more of those ethics moving into the next phase than we had before. I think it's going to be one of our big selling points of what our company values are and what we are trying to achieve. And this in turn will attract like-minded customers to us because they agree with our humanitarian side, our ethical side, and our values. Creating emotional connections. Values can tap into customers' emotions and create a sense of belonging and shared identity. When customers feel connected to a brand's values, they are more likely to become loyal advocates. Very true. They'll start wearing peripherals of ours. They'll start using t-shirts with our name on it and cups with our name on it, etc. Why? Because our values align with theirs and they are proud to use our services and products. This as well builds the community. We've already got this. Those of us who are engaged, those of us who align with our CEO already understand how important that part is. We are the customer from the emotional connection, if you understand. We are going to be customers in our own right. And we certainly have a sense of belonging and shared identity in this business, in our movement with our CEO. And that connection to our brand's values, okay, certainly breeds loyalty to our CEO. I think that if we can adapt to that, if we can adopt that, and we can pass that on how we are with our business to our customer base, then really the skies are the limit. As Keanu has said there, we need to treat them as you would like to be treated as well. Absolutely. How you treat somebody is how you want to be treated. What did I say? Our CEO say? How you do anything is how you do everything. And that goes to show, doesn't it, that if you are that person, then others will follow you because you align with their morals, you align with their values, and this is going to breed loyalty for your business. Positive customer experience. Employees who embody the company's value in their interactions with customers contribute to a positive, consistent customer experience, and this can lead to increased satisfaction, repeat business, and positive word and mouth referrals. Now, you all know where I stand as far as the greatest form of advertising, and that is word of mouth. You cannot get any better advertising than word of mouth. It is the number one most successful form of advertising, bar none. If you have one person telling 10 people and that 10 people telling another 10 people, that's how word of mouth spreads so rapidly. And if you can harbor that and foster that, then that is how you are going to grow so quickly as a business because of that word of mouth. Attracting and retaining customers. Customers are more likely to choose and remain loyal to companies that demonstrate values they admire. This is particularly true in today's market where customers are more discerning about the brands they support. Exactly what I have been saying. People have choices. They have a choice of where they spend their money, on what brand they spend their money, on what product they spend their money. And if your values of as a business align with other people, then you are more likely to get that business from the people that align with you. And the last one then is guiding business decisions. Company values serve as a compass guiding decisions, making at all levels of the organization, including how the company interacts with customers. And this can lead to more consistent and customer centric practices. Whoa, it's quite a mouthful, isn't it? But what that means, in short, is the company's values end up steering where the company is going to go, how they're going to operate, okay, and how they are going to interact with customers. This, if they do it correctly, can lead to more consistent and centric practices, which basically means that the customer is more involved with what is going on in the business. I believe that moving forward, we will have community rooms or some nature of that where customers can hang out, talk to other customers, talk to you guys, and all the rest of it. And this is going to build a massive community of like-minded people and customers so that they can get on, because people love being around like-minded people. And I really do believe that this is going to help our business moving forward. This is one of the parts that is going to set us aside from other people. You taking the car back, Jane? Oh, good. Sorry. Anyway, guys, I hope why a company's value is important to customers being interesting, give you something to think about, give you something to work on whilst we're in this situation and waiting for the next phase. Utilize the you, utilize who you are and what are your values, what are your ethics, what do you stand for. And if you can then pass that on to your customers of who you are and what you stand for, and if you align with them and all the rest of it, it certainly will improve that loyalty base that you are after as far as your business is concerned. Remember, a loyal customer is a repeat customer. It's far more rewarding. It's certainly more economic to work on existing customers to make them loyal customers than it is to go out and get new customers. New customers is hard. Getting new customers is hard work. You have to utilize all sorts of mediums to get there. Obviously, we're going to go through all of these when the time comes, and we're going to bring to you all of the tricks of the trade, I suppose, for you to get new customers. But once you've got a customer, that's when you should get to work yourself. That's when you should engage with those customers. This is where you get your chance to prove who you are, to really set yourself out as the person and entrepreneur that we all know you can be. This is your chance. Once you get that customer, to make them into a loyal customer for your business. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. No live tomorrow, unless obviously something happens and I'll come on later on, all the rest of it. But I'll be back around on Friday, and like I said, maybe another one on Saturday just to fill in for an extra. Apart from that, keep an eye on your OES back office for any updates. Obviously, if I hear anything, I will certainly bring it to the table as soon as I find out. But make sure you log in at least once a day. That's it from me. Bye for now.
No, stop barking at me.